Hello students, as some of you requested me to prepare a video on science, so I am preparing this video where I am going to discuss about the topics that you should study for coming board exam. In this part I am going to discuss about physics only, otherwise video will be too long. From chapter 1, reflection and refraction of light, that is page number 7. From this page you have to study what is light, this definition is important, and the sources of light. From next page, that is page number 8, you should learn what is luminous object, non-luminous object along with their examples. Then general terms pertaining to light, all these definitions you have to learn and try to remember one example, and wherever figures are there just go through these figures. From page number 10, this part, that is points to remember. Then common characteristics of light, though in the exam they will not give more than 3 or 4, but go through all the 8 characteristics of light. From page number 11, remember what is reflection of light, kinds of reflection, that is regular and irregular, along with their figures. 2 figures are given, both the figures are important. From page number 12, terms associated with reflection of light, hardly these definitions come, still just go through the definitions. Short question may come from this figure. They may ask which one is incident ray, reflected ray, so this figure is important. From page number 13, remember laws of reflection, first law and second law. From next page, remember what is normal incidence, its characteristics. This figure is also important. From this part, only remember this virtual image and real image, these 2 definitions. From page number 15, remember this inverted image and laterally inverted image definition and these 2 figures, and here differences between virtual image and real image. From next page, this part is not so important. Remember characteristics of an image formed by a plane mirror. Here 5 points are there. Try to remember these 5. From page number 18, remember these 3 definitions: spherical mirror, concave mirror, convex mirror. And from the next page, remember principal focus. Page number 20, remember focal length, radius of curvature, and this relation is also important. Rest of the things from this page are not so important. From page number 21, nothing is important. From next page, that is page number 23, you have to remember these rules. Rules for drawing images for concave mirror by ray diagram. Rule number 1, rule number 2, the next page rule number 3 and 4. These 4 rules you have to remember. And based on these rules, you have to draw those figures. These figures are also important. These figures. The next page also some figures are there. And everything is summarized here in page number 23. This table is very important. Suppose when object is at infinity, where image is formed, what is the size of the image, what is the nature of the image, this type of question may come along with the figure. Out of these figures, this figure is very important. Uses of concave mirrors, at least 3 uses you should know. In the next page it is given rules for drawing images for convex mirror by ray diagram. Just go through these rules. Then you have to remember these figures. When object is at infinity, when object is between infinity and pole. And these 2 are summarized in this table. In next page, this question may come, how to distinguish between a plane mirror, convex mirror and concave mirror. So this one is important. Again, uses of convex mirror. Here out of these 4 rules are given. Out of these 4, try to remember 3. And first one is very important. From page number 34, sign conventions you should go through, which is summarized here. So you can just go through these 4 points. And as important point for measuring distances are given, so go through A, B and C. Here mirror formula is given. This is also important. So question may come, relate U, V and F. In case of a spherical mirror, then you have to write this relation. In the next page it is given linear magnification. So go through this definition along with this mathematical relation. And to sum up this relation is given linear magnification M equal to HI by HO equal to minus V by U. So this relation you should remember. In the next page, one question is there. Solve example. This one is important. Numerical problems. Go through this numerical problem. The next page, practice problem 1 and 2. Just go through number 1 of both. Here also number 1. Here also number 1. From page number 42, remember the definition of reflection of light. In page number 44, there are certain terms. These terms you go through. Terms associated with reflection of light. So these definitions you can go through. And here 3 conclusions are given. Point number 1, 2 and 3. These are important for short question. Here it is given lateral displacement. This definition is very important. Often it comes. And this one also you have to remember. What are the factors on which linear displacement depends. Then you have to remember laws of refraction. Remember this one, refractive index. This definition is very important. The next page, you can see this one, speed of light in vacuum by speed of light in given optical medium. This is important. Page number 48, remember absolute refractive index, and try to remember absolute refractive index of diamond, water, ice and air. What is optical density? Remember this second paragraph. How to distinguish between rare and denser medium. These 4 points are also important. And from simple effects of refraction of light, just remember point number 1. From these numericals, number 1 not so important, number 2 is very important. This one you can go through, even this one is very important. From page number 54, remember definition of lens, then definition of converging lens or convex lens and diverging lens or concave lens. These definitions are given here. Now in simple terms used in lenses, the most important ones are principal axis, optical center and principal focus. Page number 61, just go through these rules for drawing images of convex lens and rules for drawing images in a concave lens. These rules you should know. In the next page, it is given construction of images in convex lens by ray diagram. So these figures are very important and these are summarized in page number 60 in the form of a table, that is table 5. So this table is very important. Among these ray diagrams, figure 1.78 and figure 1.82, these two are very important. In case of concave lens, remember these two figures. Here object is at infinity and when object is between infinity and optical center. Next that is important is power of a lens definition, this mathematical relation. In the next page you can see its SI unit is given. What is one diopter is also given. Under what condition it is plus, under what condition it is minus, both are important. And when some lenses are kept in content, what will be the net power, it is given here. New Cartesian sign convention for lenses, just go through this. Here important points are given in the form of A, B and C. In the next part you can see lens formula, that is also important. From this page, remember linear magnification definition along with this mathematical expression and net relation is given here. From numerical problems on lenses, see this example. From practice problems, just practice number 1. From practice problem 1, 2, 3 and practice problem 4, you can just try number 1 of each. Sometimes this type of figures used to come where you have to complete the figure. So go through this type of figures and you should go through this roundup where summary of the chapter is given. So these are the things that you should study from chapter 1. Chapter 2, that is the human eye and the colorful world. From this section, go through this paragraph and the function of each part of the eye starting from sclerotic, cornea, all this you have to remember up to aqueous humor. Mainly the functions used to come, so go through the functions. From page number 78, go through this paragraph, more to learn. Even from page number 79, these 2 lines, more to learn, this one also you have to go through. In page number 80, go through this definition, accommodation of the eye. Now defects of vision, in your syllabus 3 defects of vision are given. You have to remember the definition of these 3, their causes, correction and the figures. For suppose myopia, you have to remember this definition, what is myopia. These 2 are the causes and this is the correction. And this figure is important, these things are not so important. If you cannot remember, you can remember from here. Here it is given, these are the causes and this is the correction. For hypermetropia, this is the definition. For hypermetropia, this is the definition. Causes are given here, correction is given here. And if you find it difficult to remember this, you can remember from here. Here it is given, these are the causes and this is the correction. From presbyopia, causes and correction, it is given here. And sometime question is to come, what is a bifocal lens? For this answer is this paragraph. Advantages of having 2 eyes, you can remember from these 2 or it is given in short here. So just remember these 2 lines. From page number 84, do this numerical problem. From page number 86, go through the definition of prism. From page number 88, go through the relation between angle of incidence, angle of emergence, angle of prism and angle of deviation. This relation, short question may come. From here, factors affecting angle of deviation. For this, first you learn angle of deviation, which is given here, angle of deviation, and then see the factors. Here 4 factors are there: angle of incidence, angle of prism, refractive index of the material and color of light. Dispersion of white light, here remember these 2 definitions, dispersion and spectrum. Even impure spectrum may come as short question. From page number 91, what causes dispersion of white light? Yeah, answer is mainly this second paragraph. So remember this line. What is monochromatic light, polychromatic light? This is also important. From rainbow section, what is rainbow, how it is formed? Mainly these three lines along with this figure. In page number 92, in the atmospheric refraction section, see point number 2, mainly why do stars twinkle? Page number 93, why do planets not twinkle? And why do sun appear bigger during sunrise and sunset? The answer is here, it is given. In the next section, that is scattering of light, remember this definition. These things are not so important. From page number 94, just go through this paragraph and this paragraph. From this part, some common phenomena of atmospheric scattering. Remember 1, 2, number 4, number 8 and number 9. And from page number 99, go through roundup section. So these are the important things from chapter 2. In chapter 3, that is electricity, go through these three properties of charges, then static electricity and current electricity. From page number 102, go through definition of conductor along with 1 or 2 examples. Insulator, 1 or 2 examples. Why do the conductors conduct electricity? Learn these first 4 lines. And why do the insulators not conduct electricity? These 2 lines. From page number 103, go through these 2 points. From page number 104, go through the definition of 1 coulomb. What is the charge of 1 electron? This paragraph. And from this electric current section, go through the definition of electric current and its mathematical expression. From page number 105, go through the definition of ampere. You have to remember the name of the scientist after whom the SI unit of current is given. This mathematical relation. Sometimes this type of relation may come, to remember these 2, just relation you have to remember. How is electric current measured? This paragraph. And how it is connected? This one. In page number 106, how is electric potential created and definition of electric potential. From the next page, unit of electric potential, this definition is also required. Definition of potential difference, remember this mathematical expression, this one or this one, same thing. Then unit of potential difference, remember these basic units. In page number 108, go through these 4, how potential difference is measured. And here how to obtain a continuous flow of current, this one is also important, so this one you should go through. From page number 109, practice question number 1 from practice problem 1 and 1 from practice problem 2. In page number 111, go through what is electric circuit, closed circuit definition, open circuit definition along with these 2 figures. In page number 112, remember this circuit diagram and just see this figure. In page number 103, remember the definition of electric resistance. In page number 114, it is given factors which determine the electric resistance of a conductor. Is a very important question. So there are 4 points, 1, 2, and if you write this point, you have to write this mathematical expression too. So 1, 2, and from the other section, it is number 3 and 4. These points also you have to write. So there are 4 factors on which electric resistance of a conductor depend. Then you have to remember SI unit of resistance, this name of the scientist and the definition. In the next page, definition of resistivity or specific resistance and its SI unit. Then this definition of conductor along with the example. From page number 117, just go through this part. Then in page number 119, remember characteristics of series circuit. Page number 121, remember characteristics of parallel circuit. Then next one is Ohm's law, very important question, and under what condition it fails. So you have to remember these 3 along with these mathematical expressions. In page number 122, just go through verification of Ohm's law along with this figure. From page number 123 and 24, remember expression for resistance in series, and in the next page it is given expression for resistance in parallel, both are required. From page number 125, these sums are not so important. From page number 126, just practice number 1 from practice problem 2. From practice problem 4, 5 and 6, practice number 1 of each. From page number 128, practice problem 7, practice number 1, and from practice problem 8, you can practice just 1. From page number 132, practice problem 12, you can practice these sums are important. From page number 142, go through heating effect of electric current and how does electricity produce heat. This paragraph is important. From page number 143, go through these 3 points. Then electrical energy or electric work, you have to remember this electric work definition along with the mathematical expression and unit of electric work. These relations are very important, so these relations you should know because these are required while doing numericals. In the next page, definition of electric power along with the mathematical expression, then its SI unit. In page number 145, go through this relation. Here you can see difference between kilowatt and kilowatt hour. In page number 146, you can see practical applications of heating effect of electric current. You can just remember 2-3 examples. Here you can remember the name of the alloys 2 or 3. Characteristics of materials for heating element. This is very important question. In page number 147, you have to remember these 3 lines. Why tungsten is used in bulbs. In case of fuse, you have to remember the definition of fuse. Overloading, short circuiting. In page number 148, you have to remember what is fuse. These 3 points, this paragraph and this line. From page number 149, you have to remember this. Why fuse wire is connected with the live wire and not with the neutral wire. Next, why is electrical energy distributed in parallel. Here 2 points are there. This is important. From page number 150, why is not electrical energy distributed in series. 2 points are there. Remember these 2. Why does the cord connecting wire of an electric heater not glow while the heating element does. Answer is here. So this one you have to remember. From practice problems, from page number 151, practice problem 1, practice number 1, practice problem 2, practice number 1, practice problem 3, 4 and 5, practice number 1 of each, practice problem 8 and 9, just practice number 1 of both. So these are the things that you have to learn from electricity chapter. From next chapter, that is magnetic effects of electric current, remember the name of the scientist who is known as the father of electromagnetism. From this part, remember the properties of bar magnet. Here definition of magnetic field is given. In the next page, that is 162, remember the definition of magnetic field lines and how can you trace magnetic field lines by compass and iron filings. These 2 points you have to remember. From page number 163, remember these 3 points, characteristics of magnetic field, characteristics of magnetic field lines, and here point number 5 is very important. Why 2 field lines never found to intersect each other. Then definition of solenoid along with the figure. Page number 165, characteristics of solenoid, electromagnet definition along with the figure. How can you prepare a permanent magnet, difference between electromagnet and permanent magnet, and 2-3 applications of electromagnet. From page number 169, go through these 3 points, factors on which force experienced by a current carrying conductor, and for direction you have to remember these 2 points. In the next page 170, go through Fleming's left hand rule, what is ion current, full form of MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, and even this paragraph you can go through. Short question may come from this paragraph. Next, what is electric motor, you have to remember, in which appliances it is used, what is a commutator, then principle of electric motor, its construction and working, both are important. From page number 174, these 2 paragraphs are important. And how can the power of an electric motor be increased? Remember at least 3 points. From electromagnetic induction section, just remember the definition of galvanometer. From the next section, remember the definition of electromagnetic induction and induced current. What is AC generator, its principle and construction. From page number 177, how AC generator can be changed to DC generator. In the next section, that is earthing, remember the definition of earthing. From page number 178, difference between overloading and short circuiting. From this section, remember the definition of pole fuse. From page number 179, just go through these 2 points. And from last page, that is 180, go through this color coding and this high tension wires. Then at last you can go through the roundup section where summary of the chapter is given. So these are the things that you have to prepare from physics section for the coming board exam.